You're sitting around a campfire looking up at the sky and all of the stars. And the dragonborn next to you says, "May the 4th be with you." Because it's May the 4th. I don't know why that's important, but I felt the need to say it. And hi, everyone, and welcome to Orkira Plays Baldur's Gate 3, and that was my... hi. If you haven't figured out already, it's May the 4th, and so why not? It's Star Wars Day. And why shouldn't Orkira, who has been to space and been on a Spelljammer and done all the things, why wouldn't she wish you a happy May the 4th? However, we are nowhere near May the 4th, and we're nowhere near space. We are kind of at the opposite of space right now. We're going to continue our playthrough of Orkira Plays Baldur's Gate 3. We are deep into Act 3, and if you can't tell by all of the permeation of angst, we are deep in Cazador's lair. In fact, last time we were here, we were dealing with angst. We were super duper dealing with angst. I'm just gonna move my camera just a little bit. It's Astarian, so of course we're gonna have all of the angsty going on. But we're literally about to go through the doors to deal with Cazador. And I keep wanting to make a joke. I keep wanting to come up with a really good Cazador door joke, and I haven't been able to yet, and I feel like I've failed as a performer and a streamer. Anyway, if you are joining us for the first time, the rules for this stream are pretty easy. Spoilers will abound. I have played through most of this game, if not all of it. I've seen lots of other people play through it. It has been out for a very, very long time, and so if you are here in chat with me right now, you are more than welcome to make suggestions and offer advice. I might even ask for suggestions and advice. I look this way because that's where chat is. Hi, Moonbeam chat. Hi, Dungeon Scrawlers chat. How you doing? If you are watching this on YouTube, spoilers. Although I guess you kind of figure that out if you're watching a playthrough. But yes, if you're here live, there will be spoilers. So, if you decide that you want to step away because you haven't seen this part of it yet, I totally understand. However, if you do make a suggestion in chat and I do not take your suggestions, you have to be graceful about it because I am playing a very specific character, Orkira, who has her own feelings on subjects and things. In fact, this is a very interesting whole scenario for her to be going through because, undead are a thing. But Astarian is her friend before he is a vampire, and she's trying to help a friend. Also, remember to drink water, have a snack, and be nice. And by water, I mean ginger ale. I've got a lot of ginger ale today. Okay. So today our goal is defeat Cazador. And of course, if you haven't noticed, I have the mod that lets me have everybody under the sun in my party. So it's I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy fight, but it's not going to be that hard of a fight. We're at that point in the third act in where every fight is usually a pretty darn difficult fight, except I now have literally 2.5 times the number of people in my party, and 5th edition is very heavily weighted towards action economy. So it doesn't matter quite as much what your characters can do. I could go in there with mostly cantrips, but the fact that I have 10 people now really outweighs the balance. But that's okay. The purpose of this game is less about the fighting and more about the interactions and having everybody, because there are plenty of other streams where if you want to go watch somebody do like the hardcore die and that's the end of the game run, there are people doing that cool stuff other places. Me, I'm here for the story. I'm here for all the characters. I want all my friends. I want to play with all my friends. So this is me being lost again. I believe we go through those doors. And it is that time. Are there any...
Right. Our parents will come for us.
Your parents are going to come for you.
Of course, I'm sure. And what...
Are there any last-minute preparations we do want to make? I mean, yes, there are 10 of us, but that doesn't mean we can't be even more prepared than we normally are. Spell slots. See invisibility. Does Gale have the see invisibility on right now? He does not. You know what? Yeah. You've also got speak with animals, right? Yeah. And, let's see. What fun stuff do all of you have? Places effects when lifters are drunk. Yeah, a lot of these are like, they're good for an entire day. So it behooves me to, oh, this is the, make them huge. Can't be reduced by difficult terrain. This is the other thing. I definitely want to use the fact that I got a lot of people to my advantage so that I can spread people out, because Starion over here, and this is where the spoilers are going to start to come in, Starion is going to be immediately nabbed and, yeah, he's immediately going to be vampire napped? Kidnapped? Vampire napped? And we got to go free him and a whole bunch of other vampires. So, I think... Yeah, let's... No, I need to be...
I'd love to, thanks.
I'd love you too, thanks. Let's be... why don't you be guileful for a moment? Shadowheart... I don't know where Orkira is going. Yeah, necrotic resistance might be good. We're in a den of vampires. But you are going to be doing lots of sunlight damage.
Hello.
Starion, I have bad news for you. You're not going to be doing much for at least a little bit. Although it could be fun for you to be invisible. Yeah, we're going to hold off on you.
Excellent choice.
No, I don't want you to be gas. This not really right away anything. What about you? Oil, target receives, spell attack. You know what? Yeah. Although you've also got movement for days, so I'm probably going to send you after.
At my side and hamster at hand.
I mean, that's better than hamster at hand and... No, actually, hamster at hand and sword at side is kind of the same thing. Receives a new penalty of damage, but target failing constitutes sufficient strength. Interesting. Invisibility. Glorious vaulting. Once per turn, you kill a foe into an additional action. Replace effects with... Interesting. Well, we'll hold off on that.
Shall we continue?
You're going wild shape and do the healing thing. We gotta get you some more potions. We've got to get you some more potions. Will deserves more potions.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Mental note, get Will more potions. Okay, let's do this, Leroy Jenkins. That wasn't ominous. Not ominous at all.
On my way.
All right, let's party.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Do I want to say anything? Okay. I let Shadowheart take the lead on her stuff. I've kind of let everybody take the lead on their stuff. I'm gonna trust Astarion here.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
We're gonna, yeah, let's focus on, yeah.
The cattle know about things of which they know nothing. This ritual is centuries in the making.
Yeah, we know about that.
Nothing shall stop it now.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything.
The difference is...
But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
Hey, all my stuff, all this stuff.
Stop him! Get me out of this!
Done.
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger!
All right. Call lightning. Will, please. Yeah.
Those runes on the floor. The vampire lord feeds on his spawn like a leech.
Yep, we're gonna do something about that. We're gonna very quickly do, if we can reach the glowing sigils, maybe we can redirect the power from him to us. More importantly, we can free a lot of people. Okay. Let's think about this a moment. No, that's a haste. I don't want people to be... Yeah, I want to get people moving here. That's what I want to do. How far can we Misty Step? Ooh, we can Misty Step you pretty far. Let's get you here.
Nature's servant and yours.
Okay. Is it that I help them? And I can get them down? Whereas I stand in the... Throw, hide. This target can't be helped. Oh. Listen, I feel that. I feel that. Okay. I think it might be that I stand in the circle, but she doesn't quite have enough movement, but that's okay. Because she's a druid, and druids do another thing really, really well, which is area of effect. Also sunbeam. I gotta make sure that I don't hit my people. Let's see, can I aim this in a way that hurts? Yeah. Nice. All right. Zell, you've got movement for days. Let's see. Astarion is all the way at the end, right? Yeah, it's Astarion. Let's see. Well, what I might want to do... Why don't you go there? Nice. Let's do another trip attack. You. Oh god, I love fighters so much. And you. Alright, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What can we do? Then you can Misty Step. Do that just yet. Let's do that for the next round. Okay, here come all the bats. Here come all the bats. I'll get a radiant. I'll get a spiritual guardians going. Yeah. Immune to nauseous. You gotta love it. Okay. There's gonna be a bunch of us, and then you, and then me. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Will has Dimension Door. Who's next to Will? Who can be next to Will? I kind of want to save his spells for you know, I got both Gale and Orkira can do counter spells. Choose a target to teleport. Choose a teleport destination. Oh, we can get so close. Okay, all right. I'm here for it. And then what can we bonus action? Dueler's Enthusiasm. Yeah. I don't think necrotic is gonna help. Okay.
Swords! Wait, no. To swords!
All right. If I move you on here.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your
Okay. Will that free Astarion? Whoops. Ah! Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So that was his action, which is fine. Let's get Minsk here. And then why? Yeah, bonk this guy in the head. Bonk. Sweet. Okay. Halson? 4. Yeah. Oh, I think I need you to move first. Yeah, I need you to move first. Because then I want you concentrating on... Yeah, I want you doing a sunbeam. Sunbeams and moonbeams for days. I mean, unless I've got a fun... Can I not? I am out of wild shape. Interesting. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Why don't we Misty Step? Why don't you go here? Actually, why don't you go there?
Right away.
And why don't you Sunbeam? Can we not get our friend? Yes. And then we're gonna move back over here because we're gonna eventually. Oh, hi! Look who I found.
Gods, it's hot in here.
It is. I would like you to rage. Please rage. Hi. I love you so much. Okay. I need you to move. Yeah, why don't you go over here? And would you please get rid of this guy with the stinking cloud? Nice. And? Thank you. And then... Yeah. Yeah, that's the hero's feast, I believe. It's keeping us immune to nauseous. All right. Let us do the cleric thing. The cleric thing. The cleric thing. Always takes me a second to find. That's not Radiance at the Dawn. Where are you, Spirit Guardians? There you are. And we're gonna upcast this puppy. And then I thought I saw Cazador over here.
At the ready.
Yeah. We're just gonna hang out over here.
I don't fancy their chances.
Okay.
Step to it.
I need Gale to be in a position where he can do some of that fun thing. And by that fun thing, I mean the counterspelling. And what? Let's see. He also has Sunbeam, because I made sure to give him beams of sunlight. Everyone's a little spread out, though. Oh, Disintegrate is so much fun. Oh, we're gonna save that, though. We're gonna save that. Gonna save that. Warding, I bite, fly. Light's not really gonna work here. Why does he have a mage armor scroll? I mean, I guess I could use it at some point and just, like... Whoop. Meep. Alright, you know what? Once again, I'm overthinking this. I have a lot of options. Because I have a lot of people. I need him to be ready to protect people. Hi, Shadowheart. I would like you to also... Where are your spirit guardians? Where are your spirit guardians? Where? I love spirit guardians so much. You would figure I would remember what the symbol looks like. I have spirit guardians. Jeez. Yes, radiant. And we're gonna cast this too. Yes. And then as a bonus action. I think we're just gonna book it. Move in this direction. Okay, let's see what all these lovely folks do. Just gonna do slashing. I'm not gonna react. I will projected ward though. Nice. I mean, nice. Yes. I bite us. No. Well, did the counter spell not work? Is this? No. Shh, the counter spell didn't work. Ah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They're concentrating on that. I think they're still blinded, that's why. Ooh, yeah. Oh, Sunbeam is so good. No, you're not going that fast, are you? Okay, Chihira, you are concentrating on... you can... Yes, you can. Let's see, how do I do this in a way that's going to get as many folks as possible that doesn't hurt my allies? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I gotta go wake her up. Yeah. They're just smart enough to stay out of the Spirit Guardians. Hi, Astarion. Would you like to join the fight? How would you like to sneak attack this thing? No, we're gonna save your funness for Oh, you can't reach? You can't get over there. How?
Outmaneuver them.
Yeah. Let's get there. And poke this guy. Okay. I mean, he just got out of being, yeah. All right. I don't think necrotic is going to work on these guys. I mean, or maybe necrotic will work on these guys. Yeah, do it. All right, all right. This guy is reeling, and so it's really hard to target him. So, you know what? Stick with this guy. Lacerate. Nice. What do you got for bonus actions? Oh, I should have Hunter's marked him. I keep forgetting he's a ranger.
Let us see the battle won.
Okay, you've also got... Let's move here. Yeah. Sunbeam. Yeah. Bonk.
I'm heating up.
Oh, you're already hot, Karlak. Alright, you got a ton of folks around you. Do you still have the thing that lets you do like a sweeping reckless raged? No, I don't think you do, but that's okay. Okay, let's just start taking folks out. It's so close. Okay. Immune to bludgeoning damage. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Not the end of the world. Okay. I don't want to... Let's come here. Then I want to help this guy. Can I not help this guy? Target can't be an enemy. Oh, I guess I can only help a Astarian? Alright, fine. I'm gonna do this. No, that's fine. Come on. You know what? God, he has so many hit points. Martial Spirit, yep. It's only necrotic resistance. Okay. No, I don't want Divine Intervention just yet. Okay. So yeah, we need to take out the ads, and then we also need to, like, stand on the things so that he doesn't get the stuff. Here, let me just sacred flame this guy.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Okay. Let's move Gale inside the Spirit Guardians. Oh, you know what Gale can do? Gale can go and wake up Lizelle. Can we help? What do you mean this target cannot be helped? When taking damage or when helped? Would you please help Lizelle? All right, game. Game. Is it, do I need to be next to them before they'll even let me help?
With ease.
What is with you? I am unhappy. So I'm gonna take it out on a bat.
My faith will protect me.
Alright, I need you to, whoop, move there. So you can take out these bats. Can you help Lizelle? Hey, imp in my head, welcome on in. Welcome to Lauren desperately tries to help a sleeping companion. Despite the fact that the game is like, this companion needs to be helped, but this companion cannot be helped. You're a cleric. Do you have, like, remove curse or something? Resistance, sacred flame, charm person, spiritual weapon, turn not dead, flame strike, spirit guardian, sphere. Still some vampire fighting to see. Oh yeah, I mean, even with a huge group of folk here, it's still gonna take a little while. Bestow curse. I can bestow a curse. She's already cursed. Oh my. Guidance, cure wounds, heal. I am so annoyed. Although I do like that she snores. It's adorable that she's snoring. Okay. How is a 3 a critical hit? How is it? How is what? Can you concentrate on 2 at the same time? I would be very upset. I'm gonna still counterspell you. Because I don't want to, I don't want...
Death will not save you, child, if you will not partake in the ritual.
Alright, well, if I can't help Lizelle... Wait, did she get up? No, she's still sleeping. As long as you hit, it counts as a crit.
Is inevitable.
Yes, I didn't think... Oh, well, yeah, maybe. Okay. Alright. Well, if I can't shake her awake, then we're gonna have to do this another way. Guess what? Can I get both of you? Maybe. Sunbeam to the face! There we go. Hey, Lizelle, get back up! Thank you. Okay. Why don't you come stand here? And why don't you start shooting things? Yeah. Would you please shoot a bat? I know you just woke up. Okay. All right, Astarion. Let's do some sneaky. Would you please? Yeah, take out this guy. Nope, we're saving that for what's his face? You. Not yet. And hit him again. Nope, not yet. Oh, almost dead. Almost.
The blade will not bend.
Okay. Let's hit you. No, because he's about to die. And then let's hit you. Haha. Alright, he's about to be not paralyzed for in a second, so that's good. Cazador went over there, so I think Will's out of spell slots.
Sylvanas, guide my blows.
Well, you know what? This is going to be a little bit of overkill, but it's funny. And then would you please go there? Thank you. All right, Karlak. Can we get you? We can get you over here.
Cry about it.
Hit him. Nice. And again. Yes, please. Be reckless. And be frenzied. Excellent. And how much more movement you got? Let's move you this way towards that mage that keeps doing the eye bite. You. Hey, Orkira, would you move over here? let's start putting some hurt on this guy. I think we can start putting some hurt on. Yes, we can. All right, Gale. I need Gale to be much closer. No, I don't need you to haste anybody. Who's left? Who besides Cazador? We got lots of bats and a mage. Lots of bats and a mage. I don't even think I can hit a bat from here. Ah! Can I get the bat? Nope, not enough movement. Ah, you just throw.
Can't give up.
Don't give up. Never give up, never surrender, remember? Why don't we go... Yeah, let's go here. Why don't you... Bonk. A bat? But it's just a bat! Oh. Yeah, let's... No. And that's why we put Gale in the middle. Yeah, you're rattling. Oof. All right, that's fair, that's fair. All right. Karlak is gonna go take care of this one. And you've got Sunbeam on deck. So let's, let us Misty Step your ass. Here. And... we need target is blocked. Target is not blocked. There we go. Okay. I got Lizelle in a... I don't think she can hit. I do not think she can hit from all the way over there. Yeah. Can you get the bat? Disadvantage. That's okay.
This is your end.
Oh, you've moved. That's okay. Go back. Get back on the thing. You've got movement for days.
This feels good.
Yeah, Astarion, I would like you...
Be quick.
to start getting some revenge. You're not going to get sneak attack. What is he? Is he concentrating on anything? He's blinded, which is always fun. Would you like to set your old boss on fire? I think you would. Ha! I think that was satisfying for him. Okay, Will, why don't you come over here? I'm gonna do this. I don't think it's gonna work. If I knock him off, what happens? I don't think it's gonna work, but just in case. Just in case. Oh my god, typing. If you hit, he will go flying. There's no save. Yeah, but he might fly. Also, if he goes flying and he falls, do I lose out on everything? I actually don't know. I don't know, like... Let's find out! Oh, he just reappears. Okay. For a moment, I'm like, what did I do? What did I do?
Kicking for goodness!
Minsk, why don't you come over here and
The
help
backhand of justice!
Karlak? I don't think you've got any... No, I don't want you to find familiar. I need to get you a ranged thing. Yeah, I need to get you something ranged.
Whatever may come, I stand ready.
Yes, you do. I would like you to once again sunbeam the hell out of this guy. But it's a level 6 spell, and you're out of level 6 spells. So I'd like you to moonbeam.
Ex textura.
God, I love Karlak's laugh. Okay.
Under their noses.
Would you please go over there and smack the heck out of this thing? I'm sick of him casting Eye Bite. Awesome. And then go stand in the circle. Hi, Orkira. He's in a beam of sunlight. Or moonlight. He's in a beam of light. So let's just make it easier for Astarion to get a sneak attack. With a guiding bolt. Why don't you just chill? I think you're too far away for a guiding bolt. Yeah. I think you're probably also too far away for... Oh no, I don't want to... You know what? Ooh, ouch. Yeah. No, not on Halsin. That feels especially mean to do on Halsin, too. All right. Hey, Jaheira? Would you please... Nice. And yeah, just stay there.
Waits.
Going for the throat.
Yeah, what kind of fun arrows do you have? Because I don't think you're going to get sneak attack. Oh, is he still not corporeal? Did that not make it? That did not make him corporeal. Whoops. That did not make him corporeal and...
Shall we dance?
Okay, well, you know what? We have more alchemist fire. Oh, I don't want to get... there.
This is my time.
Oh, why don't you go there? Can you Eldritch Blast this guy? Sure.
You point, I punch.
That is just so ridiculous and I love it. Alright, why don't you move in this direction?
On Godflesh. You are but a tiny crumb.
Alright, Halsin, would you please move your moonbeam on top of this guy? Alright, I do need Karlak to continue to hit this guy. So I guess I need her to come...
Jimmy on the go.
Which is okay, because... we've already got enough people on the thing. But I need her to at least attack so that she can still have her rage. And Orkira, why don't you come around
Can't
over
slow down.
here? And... my guiding bolt. Second level this. We'll do that. And we're gonna keep
Ready.
Gil right there. We're gonna keep you right there. Ooh, call lightning is what? 5. Yeah. No. No. Where'd this bat come from? Oh, yes. Chihiro, would you come stand next to him, please? And just stab him.
Time to strike.
That's okay. Oh, Astarion, it is time. Let's do this. You've got to have like place of no, you've got to have. Okay, maybe he does not. All right, that's fine. He can still schnick attack. Would you please? Now we're gonna do that. Get him! Get him, get him, get him! Alright, and then I need you to...
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, we need to take care of this bat, this random bat. Where are these other bats coming from? Are they just... okay, fine. I don't want Minsk to go to the coffin. I either want
Someone hold
Orkira
me.
or
He does not
Astarion.
enjoy the bumpings to come. I shall not yield.
You don't need to yield, you just...
Cannot give up now.
What kind of... I don't think that can reach. Yeah.
My turn. Over there.
Over there, that's right. Would you please... yeah. And... alright, where are these other bats? Oh, crying out loud.
Another fight. Let's go.
Okay, can you please... please dash. Get to the sarcophagus.
That can wait.
And take a key. Sure, that was not what I was expecting to happen, but sure. Firebolt this bat.
What's the plan?
I need you to walk this way. Where is this last bat? All the way the frick over there? Dash on bat. Dash on bat. All right.
Understood.
Now, can you... Can you... Are we done? Oh. To free everyone and guardians up, it might hurt them. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't.
Need to find a way forward.
Here, let me. I don't think it gives me the option because it keeps saying this target can't be helped. Yeah, so at this point, I think at this point we're just in for the full ride.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
Here we go.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
I mean, I know what's driving this. It's fear. All right, here we go. I'm pouring everything into this.
You're right. I can be better than them.
You are better than him.
But I'm not above enjoying this.
I mean, there is being better than him, and then there's still, like, we can't let him live. Like...
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
what does that mean for us?
You're free. Depends. What do you want it to mean?
I don't know.
Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
I mean, that's harsh, right? Like, of all of the choices, this at least, like, that's harsh, but it makes sense. Of the, oh shit, 7,000 vampire. But, like, let's just leave them? That's, like, extra cruel. Starring and a couple others get nice white fangs. Everyone else seems to get messed up, right? Yeah, they deserve the same chance you got. If they live, should they not prove it admirable as Astarian, they deserve a chance.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble.
Also, find some shirts. Everybody find a shirt. Shirts for everybody.
I think we're done here. Let's go.
I mean, there's some looting. There's a little bit of looting. There's a tiny bit of looting we're gonna do. Mostly of this guy.
Let's have a look.
There's a lot of things going boom, spock. Gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage, and spell saves for every foe you slay, up to maximum 3. Possibly inflict bleeding when hitting a creature with this weapon while hiding or invisible. It is a, yeah, so we're gonna give that to Astarian. What are you? This is just the Czar family ring. I mean, we'll give it to Astarian. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Does he also have the staff? Did he take the staff?
How delicious.
Did he officially take the staff? Well, also, let's just look. Let's see. It's not as good as the Knife of the Undermountain King. How about this guy? This is the thing that does the silence, which is actually real nice. But I think we'll do that. I don't know what we're gonna do with this ring. Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I'm pretty sure, I mean, maybe that Where was that guy? Bat. Where was the spellcaster? He might be the only other guy who might have stuff on him because I'm pretty sure. I mean, we'll look in the sarcophagus, but no, I think I got the key that was in there. I think I whoopsied got that key before I was supposed to. Yeah, werewolves don't have anything on them. Where's Bat? Where's that guy? There you are. I always check after equipping because I can't keep it straight, right? Oh, you just... Okay, you don't have anything on you. That's depressing. Hi, Astarion. Let's chat.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. It's really over.
How's it feel?
I'm not sure. I feel a little numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
I mean, that's fair.
Can't slow down.
There is, I believe, 1 or 2 more things we've got to do. One being, I believe we come out here and we have a chat with some folks. I think we could just go straight up here. I don't think there's anything in specific over on those sides. I might be wrong, though. There. Alright, let's see. Come on. Aha, there they are.
I've got a long road ahead.
There they are. Let's have a chat.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news.
Mm-hmm.
We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Hey, TTRP gifts. Meemaw, some of them are your kids, right?
Time to pack it in for the...
I pray the spawn will stay in the Underdark. We will show no mercy if they return here.
Except for you should probably go talk to your kids. I mean, go talk to the kids, right?
You could have killed them all. You could have ended Tsar's legacy today.
All right, well, that's your opinion. Also children.
If you think those spawn will stay in the Underdark, you're a fool. We'll see them soon. Mark my words.
All right, fine. Well, you know, you could also, if you want to go kill a bunch of kids, sure.
Thousands of vampire spawn on the run.
Thank you.
Our own children among them. I only pray something of their innocence remains.
Me too.
I don't know what to think. I wanted to see our children again, but not like this. Never like this.
Agreed, it sucks. It's not good. But
Anyone capable of killing a vampire as powerful as Cazador has my respect. But you are not a true hunter. Sparing the spawns was an error. Releasing them was an act of madness.
are you gatekeeping hunters? Is that really, like... Okay, fine.
You let thousands of vampires spawn go free. How many will die because you could not do what needed to be done?
All right, if you wanted to go kill your own kids, that's go do that. But I wasn't about to. Oh, jeez. It's all right. We're gonna save. Just feeling a little numb. Okay. Well, let's do it.
Well, some rest's better than none.
That's true. I don't think there's anything else to do here. Like, I can't remember if there's really anything here. This is just go up. This is just get out of here. I don't think there's anything else. A wise man once said, "That's like your opinion, man." Right? Like, it's interesting to run across a bunch of NPCs who do have the black or white opinion on a bunch of things. And I think it's good that the game does that, but it certainly is interesting when you expect certain NPCs to have a slightly more nuanced response considering the circumstances. So, hi, Cozy Bean. Welcome on in. You always have haters even if you're doing the right thing, right? Right? Like, all right, so I'm playing a video game, but I'm not a real gamer. All right, so I killed, the most powerful vampire king lord in in Faerun, but I'm not a real hunter. All right, fine. Have you been to that section where the cages go up and down? Just some loot in the West Wing. Hey, Delcoon. Yeah, I think there's just some loot and stuff, but honestly, not interested in, I don't remember there being anything specifically amazing. So, camp time. All right. So, hi, Scratch. So I think we're at the point. We're not gonna do photo mode. Yeah, it didn't really say that. They were just like, you're not a real... Yep. And then... He'll be a vampire. I mean, he was going to be a vampire spawn until the end of his days. He was just going to be an ascendant vampire. That was really the only difference. Okay, so we are at the point of the game in where, with the exception of, chatting with some folks and doing a long rest, I mean, it says personal quests, but really we're getting to the point where it's time to get back on the main quest, because this stuff here is part of the main quest, really. Or at least I consider it the part of the main quest. Going to the House of Hope to get the hammer and to do all that, I consider that part of the main quest. You're not a true hunter. Did what you and your entire family couldn't, bro. Orkira is too nice to do that, but Lauren is not. So yeah. So I think... So definitely next week we're going to start to go down that path. I have to figure out the order of things. Because yeah, at this point it's go to the House of Hope and get the hammer. And go through all the House of Hope stuff. And then go to And then we've got to go to the Steel Watch and disable the Steel Watch, which is, I think, this? Yeah, we got to disable the Steel Watch and free the Gondorians and take care of that. And then that's what lets us get into the submarine so that we can rescue Will's dad. And then after that, we go get Gortash. And then after Gortash, we go get Orin. And then it's big brain time. So it kind of all just, and that makes it sound like it's super fast, but that's a lot. There's a lot going on there. There's a super lot going on there. So yeah. So let's make camp and do a bunch of talking and see if there's anything else we need to do. And then I might end a little early today and next week start the whole I guess it's, yeah, the House of Hope makes this makes sense to do next. Sorry, I'm mulling. I should stop mulling. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's.
Seems simple enough.
Yes. I want to get to this point. Yeah, it's been a little bit more than an hour. That's fine. How you doing?
Hello, my dear.
We're not. No, there's no chat? Interesting. Okay.
We did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
Hi, Carlac.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. I wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
I mean, I think you should still tell him that. I would suggest not smooching, but that might just be because, you know, you're my girlfriend.
Hey.
Hey. Speaking of smooching.
Go on.
If you're going to, yeah.
Always.
If there's gonna be smooching, then there's gonna be smooching between the two of us. If you're gonna talk about smooching. For those of you who are like, do dragonborn have lips? Proof. Dragonborn have lips.
Lovely.
I think it was always 1,000 vampires that could help us fight. Maybe? Right? Okay. And then Carlac, or Lizelle.
Astarion chose right. And any well-trained Githyanki would have chosen the same.
Interesting.
We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective. The allies of the Prince of the Comet. And, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. Astarion was wise to see it.
Do you consider us a group now? Yeah. Oh God, Volo, sure, hi.
Whatever happens next, be sure
that
I will document it all as accurately
as you think you can. Yeah, sure. You think you're gonna accurately as possible, but I highly doubt it. Oh. Hi, Halson. What's up?
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you.
Hi, Halson.
The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers.
He's coming on to us. Okay.
My heart does not stir lightly.
Oh.
But it does now.
Oh no. Oh no. Many live registers morals. I thought you were bound to nature. I'm flattered, but not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, Halson has literally done smooching Karlach, right? Okay, so all right. On the one hand, first off, Halson. On the second hand, like, I know this game allows for, multiple relationships and things, but no, Orkira is definitely a one person, and I'm yeah. Orkira's not into bears. Oh, God. I mean, I guess I have to go straight for I'm flattered but not interested. She's gonna be straightforward with him. I feel a little... I don't want to lead him on. I 100% don't want to lead him on.
Truly? I was sure we had a connection. You seemed more than a little curious about my current love life, for one. But I respect your choice. If that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me.
And yours to mine. Life is I wasn't interested, but I'm already in a relationship.
You have bonded with Karlach, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent. And perhaps someday, her participation.
Sheesh. I mean, just the sudden... I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship. I don't want to jeopardize it. Yeah.
I understand. And I still cherish our relationship.
Good.
Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge.
Exactly.
Better to have tried and failed.
It's not a failure. It's absolutely not a failure. Anyone who tells you that being friend-zoned is a bad thing, or that, trying, that, like, they're wrong. Absolutely. Tell people how you feel, because true adults, that is what happens. That is 100% what happens. First off, whew. But, like, second off, that's what happens, is you go, hey, listen, you're super cool, but don't feel that way, but our friendship is super important, and you move on like adults. And that's how it works. And that's how it should work. I hate the term friend zone. Yeah, it's a bad term, but in the sense of what we're talking about, that's the best way of going about it. But yeah. I was not expecting that. Oh, poor Halson, right? Right? Oh, okay, I need to talk to him again.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
Okay. And then...
Oakfather preserve you.
There we go. That's fine. Just like, get back to a, hey, how you doing? There we go. I was not expecting that. Oh. To be fair, it's one of those rushed relationship combos, right? A little bit. And part of it was I didn't expect it. And also part of it is because Orkira is so... Part of it is I was 100%... she's not interested in polyamory. She's also committed to Karlach. And I knew any of the other options were just going to be leading Halson on. Like, because you haven't had that many combos with him in a romantic sense. Right? Like you seemed very interested in everything, even my love life. I'm interested in all of my companions, and some of it included, like, hey, do you have anyone else? But yeah. Can we see if Karlach says something? Yeah, I'll go talk. I'm assuming Karlach would only say something if I had stayed open to Halson in some way. But we'll definitely go back and talk to Karlach. But yeah, like, it's definitely, yeah, I don't remember. I mean, it's a little bit like Lizelle, although Lizelle, it makes more sense when Lizelle is just like, you intrigue me, and I want to lick your neck, or whatever it is she says. Like, she just comes on to you, and then it's very, very forceful. For Halsin to just suddenly be like, so, you're special. Like, but it's sweet, right? It's sweet. But yeah, it hurts a little bit when you have to be like, no, but yeah, I don't ever want to lead anyone on, even in a video game, and Orkira would never, and she's also not, I've always enjoyed playing her as someone who is not at all squeamish about relationships and the intimacy involved in them. Part of it being that she's a healer and a doctor and a cleric, and so she's always felt like that's just part of what she does, and why should anybody be squeamish about that kind of thing, like the physical part of a relationship, and that you should be open and honest and basically forthright. No one should ever be embarrassed about that kind of thing, which I know in some of the games that I've played has ended up being kind of a little bit of a like, I don't want to say jokey, but like it does definitely get the embarrassment going for some people when she's just like, no, two people should be very open and honest about like what they want out of an intimacy in their relationship, and it shouldn't be embarrassing to be talking about that in front of other people, because that's what the two of you want to do, and so yeah, it's because you haven't had that many it's an interesting moment for him to have done that, because it's very much, Orkira is very much like, hey, absolutely, it's not, for her, it's not at all awkward for him to have been like, I like you, and I think you're super cool, and are you at all interested? And she doesn't find it awkward to say, no, I think you're super cool, but I'm not interested in that way. I'm in a committed relationship. Thank you. And yeah, let us continue to be friends. Like, for her, that is a completely normal and acceptable thing, and shouldn't be seen as awkward. And it's refreshing to play that, even if it's hard to. Anyway, let's see what's going on, I guess.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think TTRP gifts, I think Karlach, there's only things that we say with Karlach if we at all are open to the idea of continuing an intimate relationship with Halsin in any way.
Astarion showed restraint when most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
I hate how everybody's like, I want to tell Astarion I'm proud of him, but he won't appreciate it. And I'm like, damn it, tell him! Okay, thank you for checking. No worries.
Always good to talk, my friend.
It is. Okay. I'm just standing behind
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though, I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
I mean, he did. He just resisted the covet. You know what I mean. Hi, Jaheira.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
I mean, I believe Astarion just proved that to all of us, right?
To forswear the strength of 7,000 souls. That is an act of true strength, says Boo. Astarion may borrow Minska's muscles whenever he is needful. Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
That you probably shouldn't say to him. Everybody else absolutely should tell Astarion how awesome he is. That, probably not. All right, let's try to do a long rest and see if anything happens. Oh, actually, hold on.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
There's one last thing we have to do. We have to pet Scratch. This is how you know it's a good video game. Okay. Let's see if we get a long rest without any interruptions. Oh, I have to... I almost forgot. Wait, hold on. Is this the... Yes. Now we can long rest. And, yep. And... Am I just eating, like... Oh, okay. Like, am I just eating a big sausage for dinner? Is that... Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Long rest did happen. Okay. Oh, and Astarion is right here. Are we... Did he need to chat?
Hello, my dear.
Okay, just making sure. Sausage, cheese, wine, I'd be down, right? I'd be down too. I'd be super down. Okay, I think we're a little early, but we went a little long last time. And I think instead of... I think instead of trying to gather the party and get everybody ready and then rushing into the House of Hope and then having to stop like a couple minutes into it, I think I'd rather end early and then next week dive into the House of Hope. So we'll end here, and next time the only thing that'll do off screen is I'll do the whole get everybody back into my party and get everybody all settled, all the boring setup stuff, but yeah. And then the next time, yeah, we'll House of Hope it up. We'll see if we can get ourselves an Orphic hammer. We'll see if we can find oh, what's his name? The kid, the contract, the kid with the contract. The little tiefling kid. What's his name? Why can't I remember the tiefling kid's name? Chat, help. Chat, help. Oh, I feel bad. But we're going to find that kid's contract so that we can rip it up. Actually, I think we just give it back to him. I don't think we actually rip it up. Maul. Thank you, Delcoon. We're going to find Maul's contract. We're going to have a fight with Raphael in where we kind of kill him, but we don't because it's not how it works. That'll probably take a couple episodes. The House of Hope is huge. There's a couple puzzles. There's a lot that goes on there. But until then, if you are interested in seeing more fun things that are Baldur's Gate related, you should come by. Well, there's that. But if you're interested in seeing more Baldur's Gate related things, I am on a stream on Fridays on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel where we're playing Shadows over Baldur's Gate, which is an actual play canonically set after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. We actually were just hanging out with Halsin, which is one of the reasons I was like, Halsin, oh, yeah, it was nice. You can watch me playing a Dragonborn Ranger Rogue. Right? I multiclassed for the first time in a stream ever. I've never played a multiclass character on stream. Udazash is a ridiculous character. She's a fey creature and is a problem child in all the ways that Orkira is not. So come on by on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel at 7 o'clock on Fridays. And if you happen to be around later today and want to see something completely different, Players in Book is happening at 3 o'clock Pacific on the Players in Book channel, where last week our DM broke the fourth wall. Yeah. Players had an existential crisis. It was fun. It was super fun. So yeah, come watch that, and let me do that and put the game back on. And otherwise, thank you to everybody in chat for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in Moonbeam and in the the Dungeon Scrawlers chat. And as always, thank you to Dungeon Scrawlers for letting me take over their channel for a couple of hours every Sunday and letting me play a little bit of a video game. And otherwise, I will see you next week where we will be heading towards the House of Hope. And we'll see you next encounter. Bye. The universe is weird, but it's a good weird most of the time. I mean, check out this strange collection of magic items I've picked up over the years. They're all useful in their own way. Some folks might ignore them because they're not a sword or armor or something obviously dangerous, but being able to have snacks at a moment's notice has saved my life more often than any weapon. So come check out all the odd stuff I've got. You might just find the thing you've always wanted.